this on here because this black girl has something to say. Black Girl Say Something is on live. And so it is Talk About It Thursday. All right. So welcome in. We're going to wait on our guests to come on. Welcome to Black Girl Say Something, where this black girl has something to say. And if you can hear me, just drop a purple heart in the chat real quick. If you can hear me, drop a purple heart in the chat. So this way I can know that you can hear me. Mic check 1 2 1 2. What is y'all gonna do? All right. So Talk About It Thursday is a segment that I wanted to continue over here on live because I used to go live every Thursday teaching racial disparities as healthcare, as well as I still have a course. I have another course that just launched as of May 1st, which is called Healthcare is Politics. So if you are interested in that, the courses are on sale right now. Welcome in. If y'all can hear me, just drop a purple heart in the chat. I would greatly appreciate it. So if you can hear me, drop a purple heart in the chat. And we're going to wait for our guest to come on. Once she comes on, I will invite her up and we will have a captivating conversation. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So I just want to highlight some people that I think, have something to say, because this is Black Girl Say Something and we're platforming this month Black women who have something to say as it relates to healthcare and in the mental health space. So welcome in as we wait. We're going to give it a few minutes because we're starting at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So as you come into the live, just let me know what time is it, where you're viewing from. Drop a purple heart if you can hear me, because that will let me know that the audio is there as well as we're coming in. So yes, let's get into it. What is this TikTok? Try it out. Okay. Welcome up. Here's our guest. Let me bring her up. Invitation sent. Welcome in. If you could hear me. Oh, what happened? Let me try that again. Okay. Welcome. All right, she just joined. Let me invite her up and let's see what happens now.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Can
Okay,
you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear. I love it.
Okay.
Welcome in.
Hello.
Welcome. Hey, beautiful.
Hey, glasses. Okay. Boom. Period.
Glasses, hair, period.
Yes.
All right. So I like to start on time. So I'm gonna get into it because this is also going to be saved and put over on YouTube. So if
Yes.
there's anything that you want me to link specific to you, DM it to me so I can add it to the YouTube bio for the video. Okay.
Cool. Appreciate you.
So, welcome to Black Girl Say Something, where this black girl has something to say. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and I wanted to showcase and highlight and platform any black girls or black women that have something to say as it relates to healthcare and the mental health space, right? I
Yeah.
think we all have gotten to a space where we're on our journey, we're healing, we're reparenting ourselves. I read your amazing bio and I was just rereading it because we discussed this a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just start there. The way TikTok works, and this is why they'll never make me hate this app, is because it does put your content, when you keep yourself covered, it puts your content in the right people's For You page, and then you kind of can create a community from that. And
Correct.
so I have Miss Indigo here. We could just go by what's your TikTok name?
TikTok name, damn Indy, really?
So we have Miss Damn Indy really here, and I just wanted to read her bio really quickly because she's a mother of one, originally from Miami, Florida. Currently doing a tattoo apprenticeship and a yoga certification, which we're gonna get into in a little bit. She was raised by her grandmother, and because of her grandmother, she has a strong connection to the Geechee community through her grandmother. And recently, she's embarked upon her journey to decentering religion, and her spirit has been fulfilled in a more fulfilled state since then. So that is a mouthful in itself. And I want to get from you, what is your healing definition?
See, healing for me is coming to a space where you can reflect and be able to understand what happened and how it happened to you, but you are not the reason it happened. Like, because you are existing, this is not why bad things happen to you. Bad things happen because that's a part of your journey. Because in life, you have highs and lows. And when those lows happen, sometimes the L in low stands for lesson. And there's things that unfortunately you have to learn through those lows. But once you learn them, you can take it forward with you in life and you can progress. So healing is a never ending journey, and healing means constant growth
Ooh.
from hardship.
Healing means a constant growth from hardship. And I think you are a mother just like myself. I have two amazing children, and I don't say they're amazing because they're my children. I always tell people I say they're amazing because I'm their mom. And not from a weird space either, because their mom is really diligently doing the work, as I know you are as well, because you speaking from your healing space and that healing journey lets me know that the work is never done. A therapist once told me healing is a relay. You take what you need and you keep going. You know, when you see the relay runners running, and it's
Because
like,
some
okay,
people,
pass it to the next person, but the next person is the next version of yourself.
yeah, and some people really think healing is like, finally, we're done. And it's like, no, no, like there's so much more. And even with being a parent, if you're a parent, let's say you're, for me, for example, I'm a mom. I didn't have a mom like that growing up. I had my grandmother. So it's like, it hits different being a mom and doing things with my kid that I wasn't able to do with my mom. So it's like certain things you wouldn't even notice, like a simple sitting in the park with your kid, it'll hit a trigger like, dang,
Dang, I never did this with my mama,
what?
girl.
What? I was like, dang, I'm really out here sitting in a park watching
Godiva
birds.
Goddess in the comments say healing is an ongoing journey. No. So I remember, like, I still go to the park with my kids. They're big kids. They're 15 and 10. And we still go to the park. We go to the library. We do all of these things. And I'm not at the park sitting down on my phone. I'm on the slide.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the jungle gym. That's my
I'm
workout
I'm
anyway.
drawing or I'm reading a book because my
Mhm.
kid is a reader. So
Oh, my son too.
I it's, don't get me wrong, libraries are cool, but I don't like it feels awkward with the silence. Like it does something to me. Like I'm like, I need to go outside and like hear the
The
world.
noise, yeah.
Yeah, like it's
Touch the
something.
grass.
Yeah.
So I want to tap in a little bit more into your journey as a getting your yoga certification. I know we connected maybe months ago even,
Hmm.
and I was like, you know what, we got to do this. Mother's Day is coming up. I kind of want this episode to be the one that I drop proceeding to Mother's Day. I know Mother's Day can be touchy for some people. I recently just recorded an episode talking about, what that looks like, taking time for yourself, disconnecting from social media if you have to during Mother's Day, because it can be triggering in a lot of ways. But wanting to talk to you about where you are in your journey to becoming getting your yoga certification.
Yeah, so basically for me, it's creating actual flow classes. So basically, what I would be doing is during a session, there's certain movements, certain positions that I have to go into. And while I'm going into it, I have to be able to describe what I'm doing while making sure others do it properly so they don't hurt themselves.
Right.
The reason why I decided to go into the yoga journey is because for a while growing up, like I said, my mother wasn't in my life like that, but she'll like come back and forth. And she would always make it seem like I have to be a doctor to help people. And it's like, first of all, I don't like math. I'm gonna be completely honest. Unless
Yeah,
we
the
count the
math and them
money.
sciences, as somebody who had some students during my tenure as a professor go to medical school, the maths and them sciences, some people had to change their journey. So I understand.
Because unless we count money, I don't do math. So, so I was like, you know what? There's more than one way to skin a cat. There's more than one way I can help people. And with me, I want to do something with yoga where you can bring your kids, because I noticed also in that space of health, these gyms don't cater to parents. And I'm not just talking about mothers. They don't cater to parents. Like sometimes the child care hours are just off. Like you want to get a good workout in, but by the time you get to the gym, the child care center is closed. So who's gonna
Yep.
watch their kid? Some people don't have a support system where they could be like, oh, let me drop someone off or drop my kid off here or drop my kid off there.
That's
Some people ain't
true.
got the money to pay for that. You get what I'm saying? So I
Hmm.
was like, no, I want to do something where mothers and kids can come to the yoga session and we all work on healing and growth and understanding and talking and building muscle memory, building muscle,
Mm.
just getting fit mentally too, because we're going to be talking and conversing with each other. Like it's not just,
They in the chat saying they love that idea. Mother Bunny says she loved that idea. Backing up to what you said about going into medical school, she said I
mhm,
always wanted to be a nurse, but because I felt the same way, that's the only way to help people. She also said I love reading, but not in a library setting. Yeah, I could feel that. I understand y'all. I hear y'all. And when we go to the library, I'm not talking about we not sit down reading. We go where enrichment is happening. So there's like loud talk. We on the
mhm,
east side of the library, so it's loud. But it brings me to your point. I remember, my mom, me and my mom never really worked out together. First of all, I'm a child of a teen mom. My mom
mhm.
was 16 when she had me.
My mom was
So
19.
how much mothering could be done, being born
Mhm.
in to a teen mom, right? But she also was not raised by her own mother. So as you get older, backing to your point, in that healing journey, you realize whatever happened to you is a lesson to learn and kind of move forward. You can't dwell in it, you can't sit in it.
No, you
But I
can't.
never was able to work out with my daughter till she turned about 12, 13 years old. Like us being able to go do Zumba, us being able to go do Pure Barre,
Yeah, and
all of those things.
yeah, and there is baby yoga because I used to do baby yoga with my daughter. Like it'll just be me and her, and she'll do her natural baby positions that she can go into, but those are baby poses. And so I just was like, no, let's continue it. Let's open this up for all ages because it's not fair to not. Well, I'm not saying that dads don't like take care of their kids or be with their kids to go to the gym
Yeah,
and stuff, but usually when it comes to the moms just wanting to work out, they don't have that space, and it's
yeah,
not fair that they can't thrive in health and work out and maintain some type of confidence through working out and through meeting people and fellowship and sisterhood and stuff.
hmm,
There's no space for us. They're getting rid of third spaces.
yeah.
No more third
Oh,
spaces.
that's a
So it's
big
like,
one.
yeah, if I got to create it, I'll do it myself.
I
I'll
know
do it.
that's right. I know that's right. And I've often said I'm new to the solo parenting thing, which is another story for another day. But being in the middle of a divorce since 2021, I was a single married woman, but that's another story. But being a solo primary parent currently, I am always saying I'm grateful for the fact that my children are a little bit older so that I
Mhm.
can acclimate them to third spaces. Because when I think about how lonely it was, she said we definitely are creating our own spaces. I think about how lonely it was. Somebody else said I canceled my membership, quit. I think about how lonely it was trying to, especially when I had my son. When I had my son, I hit postpartum hit me really hard, and it
Yeah.
was because there was no third space to be able to like take my son and say, you know what, if I could sit him in this carrier with me while I'm doing yoga, if I could sit him in this carrier with me while I'm doing Zumba, bring the stroller.
It'd be so
That's not
simple.
allowed.
It'd be so simple. And that happened to me. Like, I ain't gonna hold no back. I'm gonna tell y'all how I did. I went to Crunch, right?
Hmm.
And I was committed to yoga. I was doing yoga for 5, and I'm still doing it. But at the time, I've been doing yoga for 5 years. And I was like, I just need my kid to come to this one class because I was doing it twice a day. I would do it in the afternoon, and then I'll go to the evening class. But the evening class screwed me over because I'm paying for this membership, and y'all are ending 30 minutes into my hour class. So it's like, I paid to be here too. I
Yeah.
matter too. And when I brought it up to the managers, they were very dismissive, very invalidating, very disrespectful. So I was like, oh, you could cancel my membership because you're not going to disrespect me because I care about fitness. I'm just not lifting weights. So I matter less. Oh, no. Oh,
Mm,
no. Goodbye.
crazy.
Control,
Yeah.
alt, delete expeditiously.
Yeah, let me get up out of here.
Yeah,
That's
for
how my
sure.
daughter got into gymnastics. Her gymnastics career ended about a year ago. She got injured, but competitive gymnast, and she started gymnastics at 3. The reason why she started so young, they didn't let them start till 4, but she started at 3 because I was committed to my fitness journey. And essentially, what I wanted to do, I just wanted to be able to like walk on the treadmill because I was pregnant with my son. So I wanted to be able to just like do things like walk on the treadmill. The Y had a daycare, but you could only keep your child in there a short amount of time. You can't have your baby in there an hour and a half. and most classes were an hour and a half. So it was like midway through the class, you got to leave and go get your baby from the daycare. So I kind of beat the system in that way. I was like, let me spend the extra money and put her in gymnastics. And that's how she started doing gymnastics. But also, she had asked for it too. So it was like, okay, let me put her in gymnastics.
Yeah. And it sucks because it's like people make it seem like you're wrong for taking care of your kid and just wanting to like
They agree with me in the chat, but why only gives you an hour?
yeah.
They give you a little bit of
It's just
time.
real wild that like people really shame. It's like women can't win, mothers can't win. You want us to take care of our kids, you want us to stay in shape, but when we try to do it together, it's a problem. Like, come on now.
Like, no, we definitely need third spaces for our kids. So you doing yoga? You say you was doing it twice a day.
Twice a day. I was doing it twice a day, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then I'll do the Saturday morning class.
And that had to be really keen to your mental health.
What? Very, very. Like
That had to play an integral part in your mental health because what we know, moving there's the clinical psychologist, therapist. I'm sorry, professional therapist is in the chat. Dr. Brooke, follow her, y'all. But make sure y'all follow Indigo too now because these are conversations that we are having to be able. And everybody, I love when everybody's collaborating in the chat and able to follow each other and come in these spaces because we have so much in common and you just never know who you're gonna run into in the chat. Like, exactly. But what I was going to say is in the space where you were doing yoga and then you saw that you had to stop doing yoga, how did that make you feel?
It made me feel like, here we go again with another pause, but then it also clicked like, this is normal. This is Black girlhood. We're always being paused or stopped or a roadblock. So it's like, what are you going to do to keep moving forward? Because yes, it hurts. When they were speaking to me the way they were speaking to me, y'all would be like, oh no, I'm going to cancel my membership there. Because the way they were talking to me, it was like, bro, you think because I'm a woman, I ain't a snacker? Boy, step outside. Like, what are you talking about?
305 in the building. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, like, who are you talking to? Like, I don't deserve to be talked like that just because you don't like the fact that I'm calling y'all out for. Yeah, I'm calling y'all out for not accommodating people in a women's pro class. Like, this class is scheduled for, like, it's majority women in this class, and y'all aren't catering to the mothers. So y'all don't think about that deep. Like, come on now. And I was just like, that just played in my face. And for a while, it just made me feel like, dang, I can't win. Anytime I try to move forward and try to do something for me, it's always some BS that comes out the woodworks that try to make it seem like I'm wrong for trying to better myself. But then again, that's the Black woman experience.
That's the Black woman experience. And then it's like, what is the lesson to be learned? Create your own thing and then move forward, because that's what we do as Black women. We know to just pick it up and move on to the next thing.
That's what I'm doing. And then it's like, it's the thing that I like about this yoga certification is at my own pace. Like, I don't have to like constantly be like, oh my gosh, I gotta meet the deadlines. No, I'm still a mom. Like, I still need mental breaks. I still need to take care of my kid. I still need to be present with my kid. So it's like, there's just so much things I have to do, but I love the fact that it's at my own pace. Like, I'm not on no one's timeline.
Mother Bunny in the chat say it's crazy how they see us as women and don't acknowledge we are mothers. Yeah, that part. And y'all know how Mother's Day is coming up. We definitely are going to see a lot more people, really and truthfully. You know, people like today, I took my kids to the dentist and everybody's like, Happy Mother's Day, Happy Mother's Day. And I just say you too. But I know sometimes people, you know, well, I'm not a mom. Well, you know, sorry, you know, but there's that weird transitional conversation. But I want to switch gears for a little bit because you posted a video and this is crazy how TikTok works. Now, I don't know if you saw the video that I sent to you, but I saw it. You saw that first?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because it was like, I saw your video first, and they're going to be like, what they talking about? I saw your video first, and I was like, this can't be what she's talking about. And story time. So what did you call it? You called it something specific. What was
a writer's wound.
A writer's wound. Write that in the chat, y'all. She say writer's wound. Go into what that is.
So basically, a writer's wound is when because sometimes some people vent through writing. So a writer's wound is when you're violated, such as someone's reading your journal, they destroyed your journal, They're telling your secrets. You're getting punished and stuff based on your thoughts and what you wrote and how you feel. When people violate your privacy via your journal, whether they destroyed it or they read your diary or journal, it creates a writer's block. It makes people scared to write. It makes people scared to express themselves. And story time. That happened to me.
That happened to a lot of us, probably in childhood. For me, it happened in childhood, but it also happened in adulthood too.
For me, I remember going on vacation because remember I was raised by my grandmother, so I usually spent my summers like I'll leave school and go to South Carolina for the whole summer, like I'll live there. And throughout my time being there, I don't know why my mother was in my room, but you know how it sucks. You know it's severe when you gotta hide your journal. Like some people have those spaces in their house where they can just let their books be out. I didn't have that fortunate circumstance.
That's how I know I'm healing generational trauma, because the way them kids leave everything everywhere and will even write in a journal and come tell me what they wrote in the journal. I'm like, no, you don't have to. You don't have to.
Exactly.
But they want to share.
That's beautiful. So you know how your bed, it's a bed frame and then there's the planks to keep the bed from sinking in.
Yeah.
So I hid my journal within that plank. So you had to go under my bed, look up, and find my journal. Next thing I know, I'm getting cursed out. I'm getting called disrespectful. I'm getting called all types of names. I got my bed taken away for 2 years.
Oh Lord, this one resonating hard with the chat. The chat say. Okay, Dr. Johnson say a violation of personal space. Mother Bunny, I'm gonna make sure you get that video. She said yes. Godiva Goddess. Hey girl. She said yes. My mother's husband stole my journal. Ooh,
that's wild.
That's crazy.
That's disrespectful.
Rightly so. Say that was me hiding it from my mom. Somebody said that's nosy AF. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this the chat is triggered. They say.
And when I say I don't know. She didn't clean. I was the Cinderella of my house. Like, I don't know why she was in my room, what made her look under my bed. But when I say I caught hell, I didn't have a bed for 2 years.
Wow.
I didn't have a bed for 2 years. And it sucked because she was like, oh, well, you're going to college soon. What? The logic wasn't logicking. And then she eventually gave me my sister's hand-me-down bed. Like, mind you, she's younger than me. This bed is not.
They hid their journal so good they lost it in the walls. No, I stopped writing when mine got read, and my mom. So my mom had me at 16. She had my brother at 18. So for the longest time, it was always two of us. And at about maybe 23 or so, 23, 24, my mom decided, she no longer wanted to be under the person who was raising her. So she left with her too. She took me and my brother and she left. And I use take loosely because we're her kids. But then eventually, as time goes on, a few boyfriends later, she ends up getting married. So now she's in her 30s. I'm about 16 now. And it's always been my brother. But I found out in the weirdest way that she was pregnant from a family friend. And I wrote in the journal, was like, why would she have another child when it's just me and my brother, right? Mm-hmm. And let me tell you something. That lady, the punishment that I received, where it was like, oh, you think I'm not supposed to live my life? And it's like, girl, we your kids. I don't know this child of yours, who I ended up raising in turn. But it was like, come on, why would you read my journal? My innermost thoughts.
And then it just sucks because it's like, dang, I don't have no space in the world. Because sometimes your journal is your only free space. That's your only space, bro. And people just don't understand. People be trying to play like, oh, it's just a journal. No, that's my
say. It compelled them to write even more. I was tired of my voice being silenced. I'm gonna tell you, it honestly, to be that age, it did stop me from writing. I didn't write for a very long time. I also used to write poetry too. So it was like, now you reading poems and you trying to misinterpret them. Like how people, what they say, you write a subliminal on Facebook and somebody say, oh, is that about me? So now I'm writing poetry and you want to misinterpret the poetry, or you want to, you going back.
It's worse when you're describing your love and they think you're promiscuous because of that. Because it's like, bro, I'm not fucking, but I really like this boy and I made the poem for him, and you think
But I'm probably never going to give to him because I'm shy.
Exactly. I'm shy, and then the way I am, it was like, I didn't even know at the time, but I I have AUDHD, so it's like, bro, I was masking for the longest, and it's
Yeah.
like I just started unmasking as an adult. That's why on my page, I just be talking the
You
shit.
be
Like,
talking.
y'all gonna get it how y'all get it. You either love me or you don't, because
Talk, y'all.
either way, I'm gonna survive, baby.
Yeah. No, they really. So, okay, so story time. That's the story time of how it happened to me as a child. I don't write for a long time. And then I rediscover writing when I started therapy. Now, I didn't start therapy because I was in an abusive marriage. I started therapy because my friend broke up with me. And because my friend broke up with me, that in turn got me into therapy. And through therapy, it was like you discover boundaries and unhealthy patterns and all this stuff. And it's like, I've been supposed to got divorced, but now I want to do it. Now it's getting violent. So I
Mm-hmm.
rediscovered journaling at the tender age of like 34. I
Mm-hmm.
rediscovered journaling, and amongst me and my sisters, we bought prayer journals. I have two sisters from my dad. We met each other as adults, got close as adults. We live together now. And so we got these prayer journals. And what we were doing, we were essentially Bible studying, I guess, amongst ourselves through
Mm-hmm.
these prayer journals. So it'd be like, oh, girl, what chapter you on? What this you on? Da, da, da. Kind of like, a sisterhood because we're getting to know each other as adults.
Mm-hmm.
And when things got really, really, really getting to know each other as adults,
Mm-hmm.
and when things got really, really, really hard, where it was like, you know what? Either I'm going to take you out because you're not going to take me out. I got to live for these kids another day.
Mm-hmm.
It was me trying to figure out why you want to fight. You reading the prayer journal. You reading the prayer journal.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, reading the prayer journal. And I was like, the way I found out was so crazy because it's like you actually told somebody that you was led to read said prayer journal. When I said I lit that journal on fire,
Let it burn. Let it burn.
because I'm literally writing in there about how I want to get away from you. So let's light this journal on fire. That's what we gonna do. And so it's like it's laughable now, but yeah, a writer's wound, girl. When you said that, and I saw that girl's video, I was like, oh my god, I felt that. I
Mm-hmm.
felt that. Like I'm laughing about it now, but in that moment, it was like you
Betrayal. It's betrayal.
betrayal.
Betrayal trauma. Because it's like, I always say, when people violate me, I just think, well, you must really had this built up, because
Hmm.
I wasn't moving like that with you.
Yeah.
And people always look at me when I say this. I always say, you guys, y'all are not my concern. I have to take care of my child. I have to take care of myself. Like, when I write, it's right then and there how I feel, and then I have to let it go. I have to let it go. Because if I don't let it go, it's gonna fester. And I don't need it festering, because I don't need to explode for something that happened months ago. I have to vent, process it, and let it go. And when
The
people,
Bible say you never know how many people you are in competition with until the end. Yeah.
what? What? Man, listen, I remember in high school, I didn't even know. You know how you're just so into your world? It's not that you don't care about others, but I don't make it a mission to hurt people. I don't make it a mission to create a burn book, talk about people. No, I was trying to figure out how to survive my household. I didn't have
Right.
time to be in enemies of someone. No, I'm trying to survive this house. I got better things to do.
Yeah. Okay, so in my closing, because we've been talking, we know that this could go on and on and on because again, you said some great things. Healing, people say people make it a weird competition. They do, and I want to continue this conversation. I'm gonna find the video because I did DM it to you. I'm gonna put it in my repost so y'all can take a look at it, and I'm gonna repost her video as well so y'all can get her perspective on the writer's room. But in an attempt to keep it, lighthearted. And I want to also say when we're talking about, because I know some of us got a little triggered. I'm sweating in my underarm, y'all. I ain't even. I keep it real over here. I'm sweating in my underarm talking about that. So I know I got to take a step back, and I'm going to journal after this. It's
As you
Mental Health
should.
Awareness Month. Let's make sure as we're entering into Mother's Day that as moms we find time to take a deep breath. Dr. Candace Brooke does affirmations and meditation on her page. I did one today, and I was like, you know what? I had an event. That's why I'm dressed up. I had an event, and I wasn't going to go because I've been in kind of a little bit of the sunken place. I'm looking for a job, y'all, and it's crazy out here. It's crazy out here.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho, I'm in a little bit of the sunken place, but that affirmation did take me out of that, and it got me up and back into my swing of things. But I'm definitely going to take time. We want to take time to journal. We want to write about the good things. A lot of times it's so easy to dwell on the bad things, but in the space that is Mental Health Awareness Month, I want us to take time to dwell on the good things, because that subconscious can be so strong, stronger sometimes than even our conscious mind, and we don't know what's all got us tied up and tangled up.
True. And I want to point out something too that I said the other day on TikTok. A lot of people feel like they're not rich because they don't have the money to show for it. Sometimes you being rich is extra time on your life. Sometimes you being rich is being able to come home and have a home to come home to. Sometimes being rich is, yeah, your fridge ain't full to capacity, but you got something to eat in that motherfucker. You feel me? Like, I want people to always remember, rich is everlasting. So you gotta be rich now. You gotta feel rich now, because when you feel rich now, money is energy, and when you are money, you attract money. When you feel like money, you attract money. Like, it's an energy. Energy cannot be destroyed, only transformed. So when you feel rich, rich is gonna come to you.
They touching and agreeing with you in the chat. We might well pass the collection plate now.
What?
All right, chat. It's been real. And so y'all make sure y'all follow. Next Thursday, I will have another guest. We will continue another conversation um in the celebration of Mental Health Awareness Month. Not everyone is going to come with, being a therapist and things like that, but this is just having true, real, genuine conversations as it relates to mental health awareness. Sometimes women, mothers, we need our third spaces to do just this in itself, and this can be therapeutic. Just sharing. I see so many people touching and agreeing and being triggered. We apologize for that, but touching and agreeing and being able to talk about the like experience, because the whole purpose of Black Girl Say Something, when I started to say something, I realized there's nothing that I experienced that was of my own, that where I had to be by myself. Yes, I went through it by myself, but now I'm talking about it and I'm seeing that there's other people in those same spaces too, and we can definitely not trauma bond together, because we don't want to do that, but we can definitely talk in a healing space and how we got through it and how we get past it. So until next time, y'all, if y'all loving this episode, make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube, because I will be downloading this and putting it over on YouTube for your reviewing pleasure. And there's a whole audience that I have on YouTube that's not on TikTok. They be asking me, like, when you gonna post it? So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it like this. So it'll definitely be over on YouTube. And y'all know what time it is. Because this Black girl has something to say, I brought another Black girl on, and we had something to say together. So check us out next time, y'all.
Period. Period.
Period. Take care. Later, girl.
Later. Bye.
Bye.